thought he played great for us on both ends, offensively and defensively. And again, we were going with him instead of DP tonight, and I thought he responded in a positive way. He really helped us win this game tonight.
Tell us about that steal he got on LeBron's pass.
Yeah, that was a heck of a tip, and to come up with the steal. And then, just understand he gave us great looks on the offensive end, being able to screen to help the ball handler get layups. And then I thought his defense was really good. I thought at the toughness, I thought there was a lot of carryover from our practice yesterday.
You won the game, which is great, but do you leave here just the way the fourth quarter went down for your team, a little upset about that?
No. Why would you be upset? You won. Shit. The game's over. Now we move on to get ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow, and again have practice on Friday. There's no one upset. That's a great game against a very talented team.
Jason, how have you seen the chemistry between Luka and Kyrie grow from last season to this season?
The biggest thing is just time. The more time you get to spend with someone, you get to know them. And last year with the trade, the train's moving, everybody's moving, everyone's trying to, get to know each other. But I think this summer, also preseason, we were abroad for a couple weeks for training camp, and so just understanding the time together, and you can see that, and they're both very talented, and so they're not afraid of the moment. I thought Luka's demeanor and his talk in the on the bench when the game became close, he was smiling. He enjoys those moments, and also Kai is too. And so when you have two of them out there, you have the opportunity to go to either one. And I thought, again, I think we put to rest that those two can coexist, and they're playing at a high level for us right now.
In that vein, down the stretch, this makes you guys 7-1 in clutch games. You've got both of those guys in. How much different is that for a coach to know that you really have an either-or situation? You're going to trust those two guys to make the right plays.
Yeah, when you have quarterbacks like Luka and Kai, the trust is high. Not taking a timeout to play it out. I believe we're going to get a great look. It's up to, a lot of times it's not going to be Luka or Kai that's going to, a lot of times they're going to get double teamed, but Luka gets double teamed and he makes a heck of a pass to Kai. Kai does what he does. He's in no panic, catches and shoots the ball and makes a big shot for us to win.
Coach, up until Lively, got her 10 rebounds. Does a great job in short rolls, finding the corner three. I think that's very noticeable about him. And then giving him the opportunity. What have you seen from his growth from the start up until now?
Yeah, I think, one, his voice, he's getting comfortable, and then we're asking him to play make. Understanding when you have guys like Luka and Kai, they're going to get double-teamed, and a lot of times the first pass is to Lively, and his ability, I think, to pass and his basketball IQ is extremely high, and so he's done an incredible job for us here early in the season. But again, I think he also gave us some offensive rebounds here tonight that kept our offense going, and again, rim running, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense, and he causes a problem.
Jason, what were you guys able to do is build that 21 lead, not just on offense, but on the defensive standpoint?
Yeah, a lot of carryover from yesterday. We had a great practice yesterday, and so I thought the tone was set right off the bat with Grant fouling LeBron, the physicality we talked about, and we showed it right off the bat. And then also taking care of the ball. I think, when you take care of the ball against a team like the Lakers and get a look, that helps you, puts you in a position to be successful. And if you're making them, that's what helped us grow that lead up to 20.
Josh also has some key passes.
Josh was great for us tonight on the offensive end, made some open shots. We got a ton of corner threes tonight, and guys were able to knock them down. Josh, when you look at D. Jones, knocked them down too for us. And there in that fourth quarter, we had a ton of corner threes that just didn't go down for us.
Hey, Coach, another one on Lively. Just, seeing him through training camp and, the first stretch of the season here, is there anything that's shown you why it is that he's able to process all this information that's coming at him so quickly and apply it?
Yeah, I think you talk about when you talk about Lively's maturity as a 19-year-old, not just as a basketball player, but as a person. He had to go through some stuff. When you talk about taking care of his mom, he had to grow up fast. You talk about paying the bills, the responsibility of real life, and you can see that the carryover on the court is extremely high. And then you add the care factor. He wants to win. It's all about winning, and that's who he is. And we're lucky to have him, a part of the Mavs family.
Jason, LeBron's pretty good at breaking hearts, so he had a great fourth quarter leading them back, and then he gets that last shot. You had a good look. What were you thinking with the ball in his hands with a chance to tie it there?
No, that he's going to make it. That's what he does. But we got lucky. He came up short. Thanks.
We talked a few days ago. You told me you just hadn't really found your rhythm yet, and then Sacramento happened.
Yo.
And now tonight, what's changed for you?
I think just letting it, come to me. You look at our team. We have a very deep team and a lot of talent. And I think it's selfish in my way if I go out my way and force shots or do things to get me in my rhythm. And it's a long season, and I don't really care what people have to say. We've had a great start to the season, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing it the right way and finding my rhythm. And I'm just happy that we came out with a win tonight. I think it just starts as I just continue to play with as hard as I can.
Josh, what were you guys able to do to build that 21?
I mean, we're pushing the ball. There's not a lot of times that I run out of gas, but man, I was like, it's like when I'm looking at Luka, like, man, he must be running on a treadmill or something. But no, it was good. I think like I've said before, we've had a big emphasis on pushing the pace, and I think that allowed us to get out to a bigger lead. They had a back-to-back, and we knew that, and we knew that was what we had to do.
How scared did you get there at the end? Sorry. How scared did you get there?
I mean, at the end of the day, Lakers are an amazing team. So we knew they were going to make a hit back, but I think it goes down to what we also work on in practice a lot is late game situation and switching, and they the defensive crew at the end of the game, they were able to force them to call a timeout, and it's stuff we work on every day, so it's cool we came through.
Speaking of late games, so you got argue if you want, it should have come down to that, but you guys are 7-1 in clutch games this year. How much can you describe the difference in having Luka and Kyrie on the floor, and teams can't just key on Luka like they were probably?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. It's like you see, Luka getting double, and then you're like, man, they're gonna do Kyrie too, And I think we've done a good job of being able to use both of them at the end of the games, and also being able to create outlets. I think D Live has done an amazing job, especially as a rookie. Being able to make the pass. From setting the screen and rolling, and he's done an amazing job, and Rashawn did an amazing job tonight, and Dwight's being good at it. So I think just Luka and Kyrie, they're amazing at the end, but they also trust in the role players, and and they have faith that that we can make a play.
George, obviously a big part of the team. You guys have gotten close to him. What was the feeling when you guys were all gathered around him on the floor?
Yeah, I mean he's a hard playing guy. He has a lot of offensive rebounds tonight, and which is helps us a lot. So obviously him being on the floor, it's unfortunate, but we have a great training stuff, and he works super hard, and he cares about basketball and whatnot, and I think I think it'll be good.
Josh, your team was moving the ball very well in the half court. Offense looking for the extra pass, but in the fourth quarter it was 1-on-1 game. What happened?
I think it's just kind of how it goes in the fourth quarter. The game came late, and instead of us trying to you have to time situation, holding the ball up a little more. But that just tends to how it is in the NBA. In the fourth quarter it comes down to a lot of ISO plays, and the same way that it was like that for them too, and I think our guys did a good job in the last minute of just individual defense as well as that. So, yeah.
Josh, talk about just the defense with Davis and making sure that once he caught it, there were going to be two guys around him, because he has done damage against you guys in the past.
Yeah, I mean it's something after the Kings game. Coaches got stuck into us. We weren't following the game plan, and it's a player's fault, and we needed to really key in on it. And I think as Davis, as obviously with the hit of the double team, that helped us out a lot tonight. But there's also a lot of other things, that the players really focused in on tonight, and I think it was a good defensive game.
Josh, you talked about Luka and Kyrie have to trust you, but how is that with the mixture of having kid? You're still super young, and then just given the freedom, you, Tim Hardaway, Grant, you guys can pretty much take any shot you want. How has that been as far as your development is concerned?
I think it's been, Coach Kidd's been amazing for me. I wouldn't be here today without him. He was able to give me my opportunity here at Dallas. And it was almost like the first time he gave me the opportunity, it was like he was like, shoot it. And I was like, wait, really? And it's like, he's a really good, he's really good for our young guys, and I'm still young myself, but, I'm excited to see, the development of Omax and D-Live, under coach. He's a really good coach, but he also just, he cares like, just as, a person, and he's really helped me on the court and also off the court.